brings you the divisional round of the NFL playoffs, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Jets and the reigning Super Bowl champs. Coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the home of the Ravens. Sold out M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the New York Jets and the Baltimore Ravens. In the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. This will be fielded inside the 5. But he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Throwing now, Jackson on first down, sliding out of the pocket. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. A big play there on the first play of the game. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. On 3rd and 1, Jackson flush to his right. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Lynch. Touchdown! A 24-yard touchdown. And the Ravens are on the board first here in this division round matchup. The point after is good, and it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive, 4 plays, and it's capped off by the Baltimore score. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. They'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Rhodes. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Only 2 yards, and it'll be a punt on their opening possession. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. It means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase them.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So they Let's see what this is about. Brutal, so take away the long touchdown.
It's a cruel game sometimes, partner.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Throwing is Jackson. Rolling to his right. Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And to give this time to the tailback. And it's a fumble. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. They'll run on 1st down. Kendrick, and he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up. Found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there. On 3rd down, Jackson eluding the pressure right. Got a man, it's Schwartz complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
That's a big league job there, getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
He'll buy some time right. And in for the Ravens touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Ravens have taken a 13-0 1st quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Back on the field come the New York Jets for their 2nd drive. They're forced to play catch-up early in this division round game as they search for a seat in the AFC Championship round. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the 1st down sack. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. Looking to throw. Right side catch. This is Gates. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. And they get 15, but that won't be nearly enough. It's 4th down. Here's the Jets punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. To just a yard on the return. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
On second down, Kendrick, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. On 2nd and inches, Jackson flushed out right. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. Escaping the pressure right. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. And now some disagreement down on that sideline. The red flag is out, and we're going to get a challenge. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call.
After review play, ruling on the field is reversed.
Winds up a very good call there defensively to challenge that one, as that now will wind up an incomplete pass. Fourth down, here's Jackson. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's countered. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. 51 yards. And the Ravens continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-0. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
Yeah, this is a guy who runs with such balance and control. I mean, he went through that early contact just like he was driving over a speed bump. And he's able to continue his way downfield and wind up in the end zone. And
you can see the distance traveled there after the initial contact on the next-gen stats. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
On second down now, it's Saunders, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14. Back to throw here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a big play that time by the Jets. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And all the way down to the 7-yard line. Big yardage that time for the Jets. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Back to throw. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there. There to make the grab. And the Jets are able to close the gap just a bit. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. Flush to his right. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands. Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. 20, 10, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. 78 yards as the Ravens push further out in front. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. There he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. A lot of the problems have been on the other side of the ball. Is that frustrating for a quarterback who's been playing well?
It is, but there's no way that the best ones let their teammates know that. They actually take...
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. That will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. After the interception, here's Jackson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Jackson. He'll take a shot for the end zone. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Extra point right down the middle. And a rout is on here in this first half. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. And how does he rally the troops, so to speak? He's played well, but they're down big on the scoreboard. How does he get his guys going?
To make sure they understand it's not a me game, it's a team game. Everyone has to come together. Everyone has to up the level of play a little bit, including himself, and find a way to make some plays in order to give them a little bit of a spark and rally the team.
We'll see if they can indeed rally down big on the scoreboard right now. An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. They're going to look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Bowers. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Now a play fake here on first. Pressure comes and down he goes. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. He'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 34-yard line. So it's all right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime.
Final adjustments are underway in the locker rooms. Which of these 2 teams will survive and advance to next weekend's AFC Championship game? To find out, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
They'll set up a throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD. That's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over it.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
If you block the ball, it's your team.
Can't do that.
So that one will be accepted.
Automatic first down.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Jackson now. They'll roll him out right. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Lynch. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Lynch. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. From the 35 on second down, Jackson. First down and more for Jackson. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
And Brandon, this is the time of the game where Jackson can really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got them on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. Second half with the lead, this is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive.
Now a good job shifting right, finding his target.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good. Soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Throwing again on second down. Jackson throwing the out route incomplete. That's Lynch. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15.
So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he'll find his man on the out route. That's Allen. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. First down marker at the 5. It's second and goal. Now it's Jackson. Flushed out right. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens continue to pour it on. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will swell by one more. As they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Back on offense, New York gets set to take over.
They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point.
And as a quarterback, you're always pleased when you can use all the weapons at your disposal. Here he spots his fullback underneath, gets the completion right there for a nice pickup.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. They've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 29-yard line. They'll try and run with their fullback. A pretty nice, strong run, but can't break away. Down just inside the 30. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's second and 9. Back now in Baltimore. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 28, the 40, the 20. 10, and he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them. and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will extend this big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. New York ready to go again offensively. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 36. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. Good job over there, baby. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much up. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead will swell by one more. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Time for another drive here for this Jets offense. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. The Jets on 3rd down. They've hit at 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 40. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Again, he'll drop to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Now as we look down, it appears we've got a Jet shaking up on the play. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. We'll check on his status when we get back. 2nd and long. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. It's a big play that time by the Jets. They go play action here on 1st down. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. It's the fullback there to make the grab. And the Jets get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Point after, right down the middle as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee. Maybe a rush. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And it would appear that that first-round bye certainly helped. They've looked fresh from the start and no letdown here as they lead big in this divisional round, and they look to book a spot in the conference championship. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. To throw is Jackson, sliding out of the pocket. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Lynch. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Now Jackson on 1st down, escaping the pressure right. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Lynch. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
Now, that was a whole lot of open space out in front of him, wasn't it? I'm telling you, Brandon, when things are going right, they are going right.
And everything has been going their way for the most part. I saw that lane start to develop. Boom. He took advantage of it. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Here's Jackson. Flush to his right. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That was all great until the final act. Able to scramble, get the first, but he couldn't hang on to the football.
And as a former defender, I can tell you that when a quarterback scrambles and picks up a 1st down on 3rd down, that's usually demoralizing for a defense. But when he coughs it up in doing so, elation results after that.
A new lease on life, so to speak.
No doubt about it.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
2nd and 10.
On the give, this is their fullback. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Back to throw now in his own end zone. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Here's the Jets punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick. Taking on the midfield logo. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line.
So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return.
And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already.
Baltimore about ready to go on offense. If they can finish this one out, they'll book a date in the AFC title game next Sunday. And it looks good so far as they try to run some clock here in this 4th quarter.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration.
And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Apparently the week off hasn't hurt him one bit. Dives in the regular season, got his first touchdown here in the playoffs. Perhaps the week off energized him.
A great article in the paper this morning basically saying that they would not have won the division without him, and he's not their only piece, but I think that's a fair statement.
It's easy to say it this way. He's their main guy.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that will extend this big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
New York's offense back out there and set to go. They knew this would be tough on the road divisional round, and that has certainly been the case with the deficit they face in this fourth quarter.
And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. Now the ball comes loose, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. On first down, Kendrick. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
74 yards rushing for him now in the ball game as he is trying to will his guys to the championship round next weekend.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. And he'll give it here to his running back. Finding room to the 20. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
They'll run on first down. Dobson. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. On second down, Kendrick. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Buyer beware. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now...
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. That will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down of the sack.
The Ravens going to move on to another week in these playoffs as we say so long, everybody.